Okay, so just a quick video on pins. Okay, so if we have a look at this, we can see as I scroll down, you'll see that certain pins stand out. So for example, the square ones, the small ones are not as standing out as, for example, 10 handmade invitation card ideas, because that's bigger, it's longer, so it's 2 by 3. Okay, so that's longer. These square ones don't stand out as much because obviously they're not bigger. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that when we go into the pin, let's have a look at this one. So this is not this one. There's another one. It's called, there it is, Rosenbrook. Okay, so this one is a typical example of one that's not been done by Etsy. Okay, so sometimes you can go into your shop and you can pin something straight away from Etsy, but that's not what we want. We want a genuine pin that's done by you from scratch. So if we just look at this bridal one, all this person's done is get their mock-up and put some extra writing on it. So they might not have even put any extra writing on it, to be honest with you, but that's literally just a mock-up. It's not a scroll, so easy enough to do. It's literally just copy and paste the mock-up into pin. So it doesn't have to be all singing, all dancing. So that's the first thing. Now, if we go into this person's actual account, we can see that they've set boards up. Now, I know that Tim would always recommend to make sure that your board names are SEO friendly. So for example, here she's got floral wedding templates. So we go in there and we've got some wedding templates with florals on. Okay, so whenever we're repinning as well, so for example, this week when I've been repinning different people, I've been putting people in a wall art section, I've been putting people in invites or events section, so that then I'm also making sure that the SEO for their pins is optimized, because then people will come to those pins and like them, and so on. Okay, so the other one I wanted to just show you was the next one, and I think it's gone right up to the top, so just give me a second. So it's down here. It might be this one actually. Yeah, try that. No, it was okay, that one, but it's just give me a second. It's really frustrating because it goes right back up to the top of the board, and then I can't find it. However, let's just go with it. So it wasn't that one. Pretty sure it wasn't that one. Let's have a longer look down. This one? Nope. This one. Okay, so this is Bridal Bliss. Okay, as you can see, she's got bridal showers. Okay, I want to go into her board. So as you can see, on her actual Pinterest account, she's got a board at the top that says Bridal Bliss Invitations. So she is basically saying to her SEO, I am just doing bridal invitations and that's it. Here we've got the sort of tagline as well. So we've got a curated collection of beautiful bridal shower invitations, elegant, modern, boho and floral designs to inspire the correct celebration. So again, she's got loads and loads of keywords in there. She's already getting 90k monthly views. Okay, so let's have a look at her boards. Again, that first board, if we look at it, just if I don't know whether I can zoom in from here, but just look at that bridal shower. Straight away, we've got a picture or a thumbnail of a bridal shower here on this front page. Okay, and I'll show you a way that you can actually pin your most relevant pin to that board. Okay, so that's a board, and within the board she's got all of these, and they're all long. Yeah, they're all long, they're all pins, they're all relevant to her SEO. So then if we go in here, 15 bridal shower invitations, and then it will probably give us a link to her shop as well there. Click the link to the Explorer over on 50 and so on. So we go to the site, yeah, visit the site. So there's her site with all her stuff in. Now you could obviously link it to your Etsy shop, but you get the idea. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that the longer pins are much better. Okay, the other thing that's also better is if you've got a video in there or some kind of interaction, but it does take a little bit longer. And at the end of the day, like Tim said, sometimes we just have to think it's good enough. It's good enough, yeah? It could be a quick pin that you just quickly post up. Okay, so let's just quickly go to mine. I'm not saying that mine is the best setup, but first of all, we've got that big banner at the top. So that is a Pinterest banner, and I will give you the sizings for that and everything. But I just make that part of my branding. Then I've done a really quick, like, what am I all about? Tried to get lots of SEO in there for all my different businesses. Okay, so if I now come down here and press saved, I've literally got all my boards here. So here I make sure that I do a pin, and then I put one of these branding boards up. And within the board, so for example, if I wanted to go into a new board that I just created this week, this is some of our members, one of our members' work. So I would just go in here and I can let's edit the board. So here I can add some SEO here. I can add something like it's all about children's activities and events and educational resources. Okay, I could look up the Pinterest on PinClick or eRank. Either way, I'm sure you can make a better job of it. I'm just doing it very quick. Okay, now I want to find a board cover. So within my pins, that's what I'm saying, you have to pin it first and then create the cover for your board. So within my pins, I can quickly go in here, press this one, and that will be my cover board now. Make this pin secret, delete the board, and personalization. Right, here I can go back in here and I can also pin this board. Done. It will do it, it will sort it out for me. So now when I come back out of there and I'm in here, hopefully when it's all downloaded, I've got that one pin as my board and it will show it. So if you have a look in here, for example, I've literally only got 2 pins in here, right? So 2 pins. Oh no, I've split it up into folders because you can split them up into folders now as well. However, this is my first pin, that junk journal and bundles. So I literally, on the day that I set up my Pinterest, I went in and made all of the board covers, all similar in design, all using my branding. And then I set them off as a pin. And then went into each individual board and then just edited it and added the board cover. Okay, now if you want that in more detail, then by all means I can have a go at doing that. But your best person to ask, of course, is Tim, and he does do some really good videos. I think they're in the free community as well, so please by all means just go in there and have a look. Okay. However, I just wanted to show you this, and then I wanted to just bring you to Canva, because I know some of you asked about templates and things like that. So if we wanted to go into create social media, so we can go to Pinterest, and here they literally give you everything ready Okay, so that's a 2x3 post. I know it doesn't look like it looks like a long 3x2 post, but it isn't. It's a 2x3 post. So there you go, you've got your length. Okay, right, then you can go into templates and you can add different templates. You can even search by, for example, the colours that you particularly want or the style that you particularly want. Okay, I like boards like this. I'm going to do another one. Templates. Could do like a mood board. That's a nice one. And then this one's a nice one as well, right? So I know you're thinking, oh, but they've all got pictures in, right? So what we do is we press on here, we press the bin and we press delete image. And here we have delete image so that then we can add it to the frame. Okay, so now I can go into my pictures and I can add different products to that frame. So for example, I might do, let's have a look. I've got some junk journal things in here somewhere. There. So here's some whimsical junk journals that I did a while ago. So I might do this and then move that one page over so that they can see the clip art. Oh, that doesn't look too good. Let's do it the other way around. So there we go. Then I can do this one. I can put this one here. I can move it over so I've got that nice effect. And then I'll add this one. So literally it's just drop and paste, and then obviously we can change the writing. We can also add so if we wanted to add a shape at the bottom, like maybe one of these square rounded corner edges, then I can, I'm not sure about doing it, maybe at the top so it doesn't take away from the nice artwork. Get rid of that. And on here we can add our call to action. I'm just going to centre that. Middle. I didn't mean that middle, I meant the top. There we go. I'm just going to bring it down a touch. Add some text. Follow the link in. I'll just put link in bio. Go. Oh dear. Let's get rid of that. Make it bigger. There you go. Okay. So there we go. We can add some titles, obviously. Making sure that we're using a text that's readable, like Tim said. So for example, okay. There you go. That's nice. Center it. Okay. So that's just really simple Pinterest. Don't overthink it. like I said, you can just literally just go into your uploads or into your resources and click a thumbnail and then just zhuzh it up a bit. There we go. Done. Now I can just do my background. And don't forget, in Canva these days you can also do like a graduated background so it looks a little bit like Pinterest. Or you could just do a plain background so it doesn't take away from your thumbnail. I personally would stretch that thumbnail as much as I can without losing anything. Done. Yeah. I want to grab it. Interesting. There. Then I could just really quickly add shop name. Copy. Duplicate. And then I could do my call to action down there. And I just want to make sure it's nice and tidy. And I know I'm overthinking it, so I'm going to stop any second. So let's just tidy up. There we go. And then we know that it's all spaced out, right? And that would be fine as a pin. You know, you could literally just copy and paste and then just pull different thumbnails in. Or you could change this up a bit, put a frame in. Not that kind of frame. Come out of there. Frame. Let's come out of there. I didn't mean that. I meant this kind of frame. And then add it here. Get my picture, drop it in, then repeat, then get another picture and drop it in. All I have to do is change the size in a little so that all my clip art fit, but it looks nice. There, no, that doesn't do. Okay, next, done. This one, done. So, it really is that simple. I know that as creative people, we overthink things sometimes. Even I do it. I'm doing it now. I know I am. But sometimes quick is enough. There. And we've created one. Okay, we'll get rid of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pins. Okay. I've just made it really, really simple. Okay. So,